Hello, everyone. Hi, Deb.
Hello. Hi, Faye. Okay.
Yeah, all good. How are you?
Yeah. Glad it's nearly the weekend. It's not long now.
Happy Thursday. The week comes round very quickly.
It does, doesn't it? Very quickly.
Oh, hi, Steph. Hi,
Steph.
Julie. I can see Julie's joined us as well. Brilliant. Right, I'm grabbing a few papers and we'll wait for a few more people to join us and then we can get started. Let's put my pictures to the side.
Shall I show you? This is my newest cut file. I really liked the lockdown hobbies one I did, and I thought it might look nice as a wreath. So I've just managed to back that. It's not on the website yet, but I'm going to upload it. But it might be just a digital.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's quite a tricky one to cut, isn't it?
It is a tricky one to cut. Yeah,
but it's beautiful. And then I'm working with, I know the one that we're going to be using this evening is, yeah, you've got yours there. So Polaroids. So it's a set of 6.
Yeah.
These are my 6 here. I've only used 4 for tonight. The Adventures of Iron Man, as you can see.
That is so...
It's so funny. I thought this was quite appropriate. So I've used Cute, Smile, Love and Fun, but you've also got First and Uh-Oh.
Yes.
So I love those. Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Oh, glad you could join us. I know Thursdays just come round so quickly, don't they? And before we know it, it's Thursday, 8 o'clock again. And Debbie and I in the week are talking about our homework and what we've got to do to get prepared. So, yeah, this is what we're going to be working with tonight. The set of 6 Polaroids. But I'm just using these 2. Sorry, I'm going to use these 4.
I haven't decided which ones I'm using yet.
Oh, Julie, look. So this is my little boy who is obsessed with this Iron Man outfit. It's actually his older brother's outfit. So you can see all the sleeves are rolled up because it's for a much older child. And he even went walking our dog as Iron Man. We've been to the pub as Iron Man.
You've been around 2 hours as Iron Man?
Yes, I visited Debbie as Iron Man. Oh dear, with a shopping trolley and on his bike. So it's the Adventures of Iron Man. They're so funny, Julie. When he's older, a teenager, he will kill me for these photos, but I just had to scrap them. Oh, hi, Melanie. Yeah, so this is, Julie will know her husband has made 3 beautiful box file albums. So I've got 2 box file albums that are his first year, and then I've got the toddler years. And Julie, I was just saying to Debbie, I need to order the age 4 and 5 years in the next colour, ready for, he's only 3.5, so ready for the next set of scrapping. So that will be my order coming to you, Julie, so that I'm all organised, because I love a little matching set of albums. And Julie, you're coming to the crop, so we can let people know the crop in August. I think the lovely Pete is going to make some albums to bring along to sell at the crop, which is amazing. So Julie's going to set him to work and get us some albums made. So how are we all doing? Are we anybody crafting, or are we all just relaxing and chilling? So this is the papers we're using this evening. Oh, thank you, Julie. I'll drop you a message so I can get the wording, because I'm thinking you've made me oh, look behind me. I've got a red one, a yellow one, and a blue one. So I think I might need green next.
Oh, yeah, they are beautiful.
They are gorgeous. So we are using Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush collection. And the paper that we're using here, Debbie, have you got the name of it? What's this one called. Can you remember? I've
Oh,
cut
I've just chopped the thingy off.
tab off. That's what I've done.
Oh, I've got it here. It is called Rainbow Swirl.
Rainbow Swirl. This is my favourite from
And
the.
actually, the reverse of that, the cut-off strip's lovely. Look at the
It's
butterflies.
beautiful. Yes.
I'm keeping
I
that.
kept. Oh yes, I have kept my cut-off strip here. It is beautiful, so I might make use of that. So what's everybody doing? Let's have a little look. Julie's doing some stitching. Yeah, Sarah, you're thinking about scrapping. It is hot. It's gone off a little bit cooler here, but it's that kind of stormy, muggy weather where I'm thinking, there's a storm of brewing now. Right,
Yeah,
let's grab
it feels like that here.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Julie. Send me the lovely colour swatches. Yeah, brilliant. And Julie's husband does the most beautiful embossed titles on the spines, so I absolutely love it. Right, so Debbie is cutting her rainbow swirls paper. I've done some homework on mine. I decided to do this kind of fishbone technique.
How do you do that, Faye?
Right, so it's all on foam pads. You know I love a bit of foam. So I took a strip, rainbow strip. I used the 90-degree angle from this piece of paper, and with a pencil I drew at different intervals the little lines, and I then cut each piece and I just paper piece it on foam. And this one
must have taken ages. What did you use to cut them?
Just a pair of scissors. So
you kind of folded it.
Snip.
Ah.
That's piece number one, and I overlap it just there.
Oh, I see. I couldn't see that on. Yeah. It looked to me like you'd snipped it by folding it in half.
Yeah, so they're actually individual pieces.
Gosh, you have done lots of homework, haven't you?
I sat in front of the TV a couple of nights ago, and it was actually quite therapeutic because I was watching Love Island.
Oh, I still haven't started watching Love Island. I'm below deck at the moment.
I love it. Right, so I've got my foam pads. Let's see.
Oh, is anyone watching Sewing Bee? I bet Julie is.
Oh, I'm behind on Sewing Bee.
Well, I won't. No spoilers from me, but last night was fabulous. Loved it.
Oh, Julie, you've had a bit of rain earlier. Yeah, we've had a few spots, but it's not come to much. So
we haven't had any at all.
We might get a downpour.
It feels like we need one.
Yes. Yeah, Julie, you know I love a little bit of paper piecing, and I like to do this kind of thing in front of the TV. So I come up with an idea and then I think, oh gosh, this is going to take me a while. This is why I had to start it before the live, because I thought there's no way in an hour people are going to want to watch me piece every little thing. But what I do is I cut it here and then get a little foam pad. I love these little hexagons that I've been using because they just peel off. I only put one here, but I tuck it underneath.
That looks really effective.
And overlap it to this piece here. Oh yeah, Stephanie hasn't watched Sewing Bee yet. Melanie's watching last night's Sewing Bee after you two. Oh, Melanie, and this finishes at 9, and then I go straight into Love Island, but I'm one behind on Love Island.
Oh, Duke of Edinburgh Silver, I did that, but it was very different when I did it. Very different.
Love it.
We were laughing about it on Saturday, weren't we? Because I said part of the Duke of Edinburgh, one of the modules I had to do was making the most of yourself. Hair and makeup. I mean,
funny.
It's just awful when you think about it now, but
yeah,
then it was perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, these little hexagon foam pads are
Oh,
great.
they're really good, aren't they?
I did buy some that were tiny.
I got big ones. They came yesterday, but I'm using up my other ones first.
Yeah, they're not cheap though. There are definitely cheaper alternatives to foam pads. But I just like the convenience of them. And you only need one little one. That one's wonky. I have found I have to peel these off sometimes and move them if I don't quite put them in the right place.
That's the charm of it, though, isn't it? It doesn't have to look perfect.
It's homemade, isn't it? A bit homemade.
Absolutely. A design opportunity.
Yeah. And all these finish at a different point, but I thought that was quite nice. It's only my green one that's wonky, but I don't mind if it's a bit wonky. Oh, hi Claire.
Hi.
It's Claire. You got me hooked on foam pads from our class. I now foam pad everything.
And I'm roughing up.
You're doing a bit of distress.
Doing a bit of roughing. Oh.
Yeah, I like a bit of dimension on everything now. Really quite therapeutic, but you do get little bits of foam backing everywhere. Foam like the paper pieces. Right, 2 more pieces here.
Oh gosh.
Oh wow, Melanie, done all
the palace. That'll be exciting.
Oh my gosh, that is an event. It is quite a special achievement. I did a 50k walk along the Cotswold Way for Macmillan and loved it, but it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Right, so this is my last piece. I get my little square, grab a pencil. Let's move this out of the way. I just thought this was the perfect right angle. I mean, I probably could have used something else, but as I was in front of the TV and feeling lazy, I thought I'd use this. Oh, bless you. The sneezing fairy's here. Debbie, your sneeze just gets better.
That should be it now.
Should be it.
I think it's because I'm roughing up my edges and I got paper dandruff here.
Oh, yes, Sarah, 50k. So we thought we'd do 25, and then we're like, oh, no, 50 doesn't seem so bad. I was 15 weeks pregnant at the time.
I remember that.
You remember that? And
I was tracking you, wasn't I, and worrying if you weren't getting in.
But because we'd raised all this money and we were a team of 6, we were like, we've got to do it. We were called Team Chafe and Blister, which was quite funny. You can imagine. It took 18 hours, and I think we were one of the last teams to finish, but we actually did it. And some of the teams were carrying on to do 100k.
I couldn't believe it when you said that people were carrying on to do double that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just...
Some people had run it. I mean, how mad is that, running it?
Mind you, when you think Eddie Izzard did loads of marathons, didn't he, in so many days? And I'm just like, how can you... I can't understand how somebody can do that much every day and for such a long time. I can't remember how many he did, but I was dead impressed.
Wow. I've just heard exciting news, Deb. I don't know if you've seen it on the chat. Claire, yeah, we are going to the Crop in a Box in October, and Claire is teaching.
Woo-hoo! Oh, fantastic.
Yay. Oh, it's going to be a laugh. Yeah, we're booked. We're booked for October and for...
We're booked for everything coming up, aren't we, really?
we got fear of missing out.
Does that mean we've got to hone our fussy cutting skills, Claire?
Yeah, Claire, look, I'll bring me trusty cutter bees.
I got mine.
Yeah, she's converted us all. Oh, I love it. Right, I'm back to the comments. I was excited by Claire's comment.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, that's brilliant. So Claire, you're designing kits for Crop in a Box, yeah, because the October one is kits, isn't it? And you work at your own pace.
Yes.
And then Claire is going to be at the face-to-face event, the big one in February. So that's amazing. It was end of Jan, beginning of February this time. We can't wait. That's really good. And we're going to the Crop in the Country one in August, and we've also got our 12-hour one in August, which is almost full.
Yeah, we've got about 4 spaces, haven't we, Faye? I think it's 4 spaces.
I think there's 4 left online because we have to limit the spaces because of the size of the hall and the table. So it's going to be great. Right, last little bit. See, that is a bit wonky there, but I don't mind. And you're creating lots of paper dandruff over there.
Yeah, it's there's dust flying everywhere. And I've just cleaned today. I spent all afternoon cleaning, and I've got paper dandruff everywhere.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, Julie, her dad walked from Scarborough to Blackpool, and he could have turned around and walked back. Oh my gosh, there's no doubt when I got to that finish line at the 50k, I was practically crying. That was enough for me.
No, when I finished the relay, that was enough. And the next day in work, well, the first year we did it, the head teacher said we could wear whatever footwear we wanted to, so we all wore slippers. Our feet were so bad.
Oh gosh, I don't blame you. Right, what I'm thinking now for these little titles, I've kept the little words on the cutting mat, and I'd quite like to ink each of the little words and try with tiny foam pads and raise each letter up if I can. That is my plan. This is what I've been thinking about. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get these stuck down so I can get on and ink letters.
You're inking the letters?
Yeah, these I've kept all the little tiny ones.
Oh, and gosh, that's impressive. Yeah. I didn't.
Oh, Melanie, your friend's booked for the 12-hour crop, but you're away. Oh, that is a shame. Well, if it goes well, it's proved to be popular. So if it goes well, we will organise another one because I think people feel they can travel for that and treat themselves. Some are doing a little overnight stay.
I know of a couple of people who are staying in local hotels because there's quite a few quite near, aren't there?
Yeah, and there's a few people booked in different places to stay. Yeah, I sent some details to somebody online about some local places. Right, I'm going to move that aside, and I am going to start with some inking of these little letters. I like a bit of detail, so 4 different colours. I'm going to go a yellow, mustard seed, carved pumpkin. What about a warm lipstick? Because there's pinks in there, and there is green. Yeah. There's greens.
That's a nice combination.
I'm just trying to match to the papers. You see, that's quite nice, which is peacock feathers.
Yeah, I reckon a blue.
The pinks and so that sort of greeny blue.
Yeah,
that works. Mustard seed matches the orange carved pumpkin. Right, I'm going to go with that. Oh yeah, Julie, you were saying that you've got Airbnb. That's a great option because actually the small hall doesn't have any hotels right close by, so an Airbnb is a great one. Right, so I'm going to get my little scraping tool, get each tiny letter. I must be mad, but I quite like the detail. Love.
until you're halfway through and you might change your mind.
Yeah, till I've started trying to foam dot them and I go mad. Yeah,
Oh, you're
so
foam dotting as well.
I'm going to foam dot these unless they're too fiddly, and then I might not be able to. Yes, so Melanie, so the school hall, Ulverston, is just outside of Thornbury, but from the school playground you can see the Severn Bridge, so it's right close to the M48 that takes you into sort of Chepstow. So it's actually quite, so for commuting it's quite close to the motorway connections and just across the bridge. I think, yeah, Julie, you're staying across the bridge, which is great, and actually probably much better value than a hotel room. Right, I've got me a bit of scrap paper. What shall I go with first? Yellow. Let's go mustard seed. Mustard is cute. Oh yes, I see what you mean, Steph. You would actually foam dot the cut file and stick the letters down so it's the cut file raised. That's a good idea. I've just stuck the cut files down, so I might be a bit stuck. I should have got your idea first. Right, so that's that one. Let's go. Let's go orange next for the word fun. Yeah, I love the Airbnbs, Julie, and you kind of like, you've got yourself catering and you
And you can always cook for yourself, can't you? You're not reliant on, sometimes when you're away, kind of takeaway food is a bit rubbish, isn't it?
I much prefer that. Yeah, you can go to the supermarket, get what you need.
Well, we had a lovely time, didn't we, when we went away and kind of catered for ourselves. We just took it in turns to cook, and it was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to have the word smile in the green. And then love in the pink.
I don't think I'm going to do the top one because that would be a bit of a nightmare to rough up.
Yeah, just leave that one out. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Just shaking my paper dandruff off.
Why
everywhere.
It's crafter's dilemma. It's white fluff and glitter are probably the two things.
I don't know what I was doing, but I went to brush my teeth and I had glitter on my face again the other day. It's not even Christmas. I don't know where it came from.
Funny.
Right,
that is oxide. They are done.
Oh, they look good.
They're going to be quite inky because they're obviously not quite dry. I could probably do with leaving them for a bit, but time is of the essence.
It is of the essence.
I might do a little trick of seeing if anything lifts like this, so my fingers don't get too inky. Oh, not too bad. Not too much lifting off.
I can't believe it's only a couple more weeks of the, until the end of the school year.
I know. Where has the time gone? Our Thursdays as well, they just fly by.
They do, don't they?
Right, so I'm going to clear a space and I'm going to start by doing the word cute. Let's see if these tiny little things work. What I might do is get my trusty pack of tools, because I've got my little tweezers and I think that might be quite useful, because I wondered if You see, they are a bit wide, so I'm going to trim them in half. I know, it's gone so fast. Hooray for school holidays, I say. Although I work all year round, so it's not quite the same, but it is nice. Tiny little bits of foam. Peel the top off. Definitely need tweezers for this. I'm thinking this fiddliness will be worth it.
Oh,
Deb,
definitely.
I'm sure you had tiny foam pads, didn't you? Microscopic foam pads.
I have got some tiny ones, but I'm going to cut these in half for the end bits.
Okay.
These little squares, but they're not that great, but they'll do. They're kind of, I'm using them up.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get foam dots at the moment. You know, in local shops. I used to get them in a couple of the local shops to me, and they haven't had them in for ages and ages and ages.
No. Right, here goes. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah.
That looks lovely. Now I'm thinking I need to colour coordinate the letters now, or put a piece of card in the back that's coloured.
Yeah, to make it pop.
Letters. Yeah.
Yeah, I think putting something behind to back it, that was my other idea, is to back it. It would even be nice against the rainbow with a little bit of shimmer card.
Oh.
Because you know I love a bit of sparkle.
I'm just thinking I've got some quite nice glitter cards somewhere.
Yeah, that could be quite nice. Cute. Fiddly but worth it. I'm liking the O because I can put a full pad in there. Oh no, I can't. It's got a hole in the middle. Scrap that. I have to cut that in half too. Oh, that's a good idea, Claire. Yeah, and did I see you sometimes use funky foam as well, Claire? Is that what you mean? Yeah, the craft foam. So that it's larger bits and you don't even need foam pads. You can just use your sort of tape runner to...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I saw you doing that live, Claire, I'm sure. I was like, oh, I hadn't thought of that before.
Oh, very good idea.
Queen of Dimension, Claire.
Yeah.
Queen of Dimension. That's why we keep learning all these little tricks. That's why I love classes and crops so much.
And we have got our big white pens, haven't we? Although I haven't used mine yet. Have you used yours yet?
Yes, I have a couple of times.
Mine's still in the rutter.
Giant Poscas.
Yes.
Our friend Cheryl ordered us 3 Poscas and we went thirds, didn't we?
Yes.
I love it. Learning something new all the time.
Every day's a learning day.
It is. I'm definitely loving a tweezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get me some kids' craft foam now, Claire. You're definitely an enabler.
I've got some, but I've been using mine for stamps.
Okay, yeah, making your own stamps.
Yeah. I am going to do a little quick video to show you how you could make really cheap stamps, but I haven't got round to it yet.
Debbie is a good thrifty scrapper because I say I need something and Debbie says, oh, I could do that cheaper.
Well, sometimes it's about trying things, isn't it? Because I wasn't sure whether I'd use a jelly plate. So I found a lady online who had a recipe to make one. So I made one and then tried it and then thought, no, I will use one. So I think sometimes it's nice.
And now I've got like 3 different sizes.
Yeah, I love mine.
I love my jelly plate.
But it's nice sometimes to try things before because they're not cheap, are they? It would have been awful if I'd spent all that money and then never used it.
Yeah, a bit like me where I've ordered a shower tray, it's the wrong size and it's going to cost a fortune to send it back. You would have done more research and made sure you bought the right one. Oh dear. Never mind. I'll sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
One of our friends ordered a craft tote, didn't she? And she didn't really read the instructions properly.
Tiny.
And it came and it was mini. It was so tiny.
Cute though.
It was very cute, but it was pretty useless for what she wanted it for.
Yes. I'd love to know with like those self-adhesive foam sheets or even like the normal foam sheets, if you could stick them on your cutting mat and scan and cut them. I don't know if the
I've tried. I didn't have a lot of success with
not
foam.
No,
I did try once.
Too soft. The blade probably wouldn't cope with it.
Yeah, but I didn't persevere. I tried it once and I thought, no, that's not working.
Sometimes you think, nah, life's a bit too short.
Yeah. It was a bit too short to persevere.
Yeah. Yeah, Julie, I can't, but we had the bathroom fit around to have a look to see if we could make it fit. So the bathroom that's there at the moment has a tray that's 720 and it's sort of 20 years old. So obviously back then they made trays that were 720. Now you only get 700 or 760. So
why do they have to keep faffing with sizes of everything?
Exactly, Debbie.
So annoying.
It's only a little shower, so we've had to go 700 and he's going to have to pack the walls out to make it fit. Of course, the one I bought was 760.
Oh,
never mind. Life's a learning.
It's complicated, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I've die cut with them. That's how I make cheap stamps, Claire.
Oh yeah, die cutting's good with foam. Debbie's even had creative ways with in the cheap shops, like pound shops. I'm going to get them here because they're just in a bag. Debbie bought dominoes, kids' dominoes, and then made her own mixed media stamps. Look at these. Look, I haven't got these out for a long time, Deb. This is bringing back old memories. Look, a heart. Yeah, you've got yours.
I've got a few here.
Hexagons.
And these you can actually put a heat gun in as well.
Yeah. What a great, like a cheap foam domino.
This has been done with one of the heat tools, so you can do patterns on them.
Yeah,
and you can heat them up and press stuff into them. But I'll do a little.
That is it with paint or ink. It's fab for mixed media backgrounds, and they're years old, Deb.
Yeah, I mean, I got a huge bag of these from the pound shop, and there were about 50 in there. So like a really nice size. They're not bad to store, and they're really light as well.
Yeah, they are great. So that was a little experiment. That's the kind of thing Debbie says, oh yeah, let's experiment.
Let's find a cheaper way of doing it.
Yeah, I've often got bottle tops for stamping and
and credit cards.
Title done.
Gosh.
Now, question for you. I would put that little white O in there. Yes. That annoys me that is pink and not white. Does anybody else find that with the centre of letters? That's just me. I'm going to put a dab of glue in that tiny little white.
They're not card. They're kind of a foam, but it's a thick one. I'm not sure how thick.
Yeah, they are like you know, like the foam mats that are in sort of children's soft play. It's that kind of soft foam mat.
You can do the same with the sole of flip-flops, although they're much, much thicker. So
I remember we did that, a sole of flip-flops.
You can heat press and all sorts. But I will do a little demo online with a few of the things
good.
that you
Yeah,
do.
to show how you did them. Thicker foam is definitely the way to go. I also look what's left. That's kind of fun.
Oh, that's lovely.
I might use that on something.
That's really nice.
That is just the stencil of
a design opportunity. There you go. That.
Right, so I wanted to try and get a title that said The Adventures of Iron Man with some little embellies, and I have got my Bramble Fox stars, which I did have in black as well as white. I've got a black because I thought I might add some embellies here. Let's see if the title works. This is a Thickers alphabet in kind of a black and white sparkly. Let's just play around with this. This isn't very... Does anybody find with Thickers you have to add a bit of glue? They don't always adhere as well as you'd like them to. I think Paige had said some.
Is that good though when it comes to spacing them?
Exactly, it's good. Yeah. Claire, you crack me up. You've got to find your hubby's flip flops. Shh. It's for crafting. Claire, just say Debbie made me do it. You've been in right trouble now.
I've looked and I haven't seen any of the dominoes for a while in Poundland, which is frustrating.
No. Let's see if I've got enough letters to do this. Does anybody find this? They start working on a title and they're like, damn, I don't have enough. Ventures, TTT, Ventures. Or I've often done a title, stuck it all down and realised I've spelt it wrong.
Or you missed your N.
Oh, see? See? That's it. When you're placing letters, there isn't a flow in like when you're handwriting.
I do mine sometimes on my Fiskars quilters thing so I can get them straight.
Then I'm just going to place them to see if I've got enough letters. Yours, because the placing might not work. Oh, that's good, Steph. You put it on a post-it, yeah, and then you know you've... I should have counted the letters to make sure I've got enough. The adventures, I'd quite like to put of Iron Man or of Iron Man. I might move this. Of... Some of these cardboardy ones don't peel off quite so well. Iron Man. Yeah, it's a good idea to get a post-it, write the title down and see, just check you've got enough letters. But it looks like I've got just enough ends.
Phew.
Adventures of Iron Man.
That's brilliant.
I'm going to have to move these around because I don't like the placement of them, but you see, and that's what happens with some of these letters. That drives me mad. Let's stick it down. Yeah, Iron Man under the photos. I'm thinking, yeah, adventures, and I might even put of in the middle or of to the side and then Iron Man. Balance it out. It's not in the right place. Yeah, Claire, that's just driven me mad. That's just... The sticky bit just peels off. I'm with you. Driving me mad. Right, let's move that out of the way. Let's play around with this placement now. I know I've got enough letters. So this is definitely going to be something that is going to be faffed around with, because I don't normally use alphas like this, because I get the placement gets me all in a tears. The Adventures of Iron Man. Oh, Claire's got a Cutfiles. That's great.
Oh, you've got them. Oh, fab. So it took me a while to send them. I don't know what happened. I had it on my list for a while.
Busy life, wasn't it? Crazy.
Yeah.
The Adventures. Get this. Oh, I want it to stay on the rainbow. The Adventures. Or do I just put Adventures of Iron Man, not the?
I liked the title, but if it doesn't fit.
Yeah, it does. I just got to play around with where I want them, I think. Even could I follow the curve of the rainbow? Probably not. Cheers. Excuse the sniffles. No, that didn't work either. That looks rubbish. Does anybody else have this problem?
Oh, that's frustrating.
Work backwards.
Yeah.
The Adventures. I might just play around with this in front of the TV. I've got a thing about they either need to be completely ad hoc, like this, because I can't stand if they're not completely straight.
Yeah, work from the centre outwards. If you've got one of those Fiskars rulers, then you can find the centre and go. If you add a space and count up the letters, you can find the centre and go from there.
Yeah, because you go 1, 2, 3, 4, count the space, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, which is there. So that is the centre. The Adventures of... I'm going to do the same here. This is at least the good thing is you can move these around. They don't really stick.
Yeah, although they're supposed to.
Yeah. That might be about it, as good as it's going to get. Yes. Sarah, I was thinking that, and I was going to put of in the middle. But does it, from your view, does it look like cute, love, of, fun, smile, or just that's on? So actually, of works because it's all black. The Adventures.
I think it works because it's black, personally.
Right, good. And actually, I'm not going to use that one. Let's do some white stars. These lovely bramble flops. I've already peeled some of these off. Tucking some of these here. Yes, Iron Man in the centre. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so like Claire said, work from the centre. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's in between that and that is the centre. Okay, excellent. We are getting there with some help from my friends. With a bit of faffing, that might... Yeah, that sort of then frames this. Okay, thank you, everyone. That is very helpful to me. A few little stars. I've got some rosies stars, possibly. What else did I dig out from my stash? I had some little speech bubbles, but I'm not so sure about those.
I think I've used up my Rosie's stars.
Ah, this was a second packet, I must confess, that I purchased.
They're so lovely, aren't they?
I go back to those all the time, yeah. I love them. Right. Few little white stars. Faye Smart? What's that, Claire? What, me working out the middle of letters or something? Oh, God. It's been a long day. My brain's like mush. Oh, yes, I see. 2 packets. Yes. I know. I don't very often buy 2 of things and then I regret it later. But with things like these and what's the other ones? The hearts?
Yes. The
I've
puffy
used...
hearts we had were lovely, weren't they?
Oh, I could just use those over and over on all sorts of things. They're staples, aren't they? Right, I'm just making sure I've got the back off this. I feel like my layouts always go better when we're live with guidance from you lovely people. Sometimes I'll sit and procrastinate too much thinking this doesn't work, that doesn't work. And then somebody just makes a suggestion. You go, ah, yes. I see. A bit like you with your clusterage.
Yes, yeah, I'm like that with clusterage, but everything else I'm too slow. I take too long with everything.
No, you don't. You take your sweet time. It's all good. That's the beauty of this hobby.
Does the orange and blue go okay, do you think, with those?
Yes, love it. Is that backed behind?
Yes, I just inked a little bit of card, so I'll stick that down if that's...
Nice. Now, I kind of like... It's these stars that I quite like.
No, I think the stars are Rose's Studio.
Yeah, these are little rosies.
But they're gorgeous.
I could literally use these 10 times over.
Just seem to go with everything, don't they?
Yeah, they're great. Pinky. Here. Maybe a yellow down here. Doesn't need too much because I think the background is pretty wild. What do we think? It's probably enough. I end up putting stars everywhere and then it's like, whoa, too much. It is collaboration scrapping. That is what I love. I'm sure there was a crop where I was reading online where they all they take it in turns to add something and they pass the page round.
Oh, I saw that. I couldn't do that.
I would find that really hard.
No,
if
there's
somebody's
no
got an
way.
idea, no, if somebody's got an idea in their head, I'd be thinking, oh, I can't add to that. I'm gonna ruin it, or it won't be as somebody would like it.
Oh, and imagine if you got it back and you really didn't like it. That'd be really sad, wouldn't
That's
it?
a bit like changing rooms where they give you a house and you think, what have you done?
Actually, it's not quite that dramatic because it's just a piece of paper, but I couldn't do it.
But
Don't
change
ever
it,
suggest that, Faye, will you? We're never doing that.
No, let's not do that. No, not for Steph either, though. It would just be too stressful. Right, some of these letters are stuck down quite nicely, but I'm going to put a little bit of extra glue. Because I wouldn't like to put these in an album and then they all ping off. So I'm committing now. Yeah, but we were talking about circle journals the other day, which was a thing years ago that we used to, and I quite enjoyed that, where everybody did one page.
Yes. And that was lovely. They were really lovely. But you could see everybody's style. But somebody just add into a page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
It's going to be a mismatch.
Yeah.
Not for us.
No, definitely not.
It's a big no from us. Oh, I might have got it wrong. Right, okay. So it was passing the stash. Ah. I thought it was like adding to a page. So what did that involve then? Passing stash? Like you have to use a bit of the stash and pass it on?
Oh, I don't think I could do that either.
That's because we love our stash. We wouldn't want to share. I don't mind sharing. I don't mean that. I love sharing. Particularly tools and things like anybody.
But if you've got something for a particular layout and you were just passing it on, I'd be like,
Yeah, and then you come to finish and you're like, oh, I need just one more green star. Oh no, I've passed it on. But that's why I love challenges though, because you do really think outside the box.
Yeah, sometimes that box is a little bit
too wide.
Yeah. Right. What do I need here?
Yeah, I thought, Julie, I'd seen one where it was like passing a layout, because it reminded me of those stories or those pictures you do where you fold the paper and you have to pass it around and each person adds to the story or adds to the drawing. And then at the end, you open it all out and see what you get.
I used to have a million, but I've actually decluttered them. I've been really good. I've still got loads more to declutter, but I have.
Yes, I've got a few doilies. That's always a good one to pass on. What else would you pass on? What else would you gift? Some of the theme stuff, I'm just looking in my basket. I've got like Halloween themed ephemera. I'm like, I only use that once a year and then it sits in that basket and it has no use until the next time comes round.
Yeah. I haven't really got any Halloween photos either.
Wait till your grandson starts wearing a cute pumpkin outfit.
I know. That's coming, isn't it?
That is coming. That is definitely how I use it. Right. I think that is glued. Now, any ideas, any suggestions for any more? Does it need? It's quite, the embellishments are fairly simple, but I think because the background's a bit. Oh yeah, thick as alphas, definitely. I think when I see people doing the alphabet stashed where it's like a background of letters, I love that because I'm like, right, that's a great way to use that stash. Debbie, yours is coming along nicely.
Well, I was thinking about doing some butterflies, but I'm not convinced. They keep going on and going away again.
Yeah, I think the verdict is enough is enough. That is good to go. Like, thank you, Julie. I think that is the Adventures of Iron Man, well and truly scrapped. I wonder what he'll think about it's on rainbow paper, but I tend to do, I'm not very you know, gender stereotypical. I kind of go, if it's pinks, if it's blues, if it's rainbows, glitter, anything goes.
Absolutely.
Because I love a bit of colour. Oh, wow. That's me done and dusted. I don't think I've got any other projects on the go. Usually I've got other things on the go. But I finished my DT layout that I did literally at the 11th hour. That was the dirt magnet one. I'll find that one. So I finished that.
Do my toadstools look all right in the middle?
Yeah, I love the toadstools because you could do a little bit of cluster of ephemera
Well,
there.
I have found I've got these, and I might stamp a couple of these and cut them out.
Nice. Now, I would like to say, Julie, those are fernwood toadstools, are they, Deb?
Yes, fernwood. I cut them out of a tag.
Aha.
Because I love them so much. Because one of his nicknames is Toadstool.
Toadstool. He's called Toblerone.
Nicknames.
Toblerone.
Yeah.
Toadster.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love the names. Also, Deb, we need to see about getting some more of these papers because I love this side, which I used here, and then I turned it over and went, oh, I wanted to use that.
Aren't we ordering some? Aren't we getting some more?
Yes, we are.
We put some in the basket, didn't we?
Yeah, because I love that side, and I was like, that's perfect for the colour tones, the greens. And then when I went to put it in the album, I went, oh no, I didn't realise that beautiful piece.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah, so gonna have to get some more of that. Yeah,
I've actually done a cut file with all the names in as a big circle, but I just haven't got round to doing it. But I need to do 2 circles now because he's got so many.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely one to do. And then the other ones I've got in my album are from the lovely classes we did at Crop in the Country. So I don't know if I've posted some of these, but we always share some of the things. This was a class by the very clever Karen Moss. Look at these little shaker pockets here. That's little Polaroids. But I thought that was a fascinating technique. So to make a shaker pocket in foam pads round, it was just 4 layered cut files. Or die cuts, wasn't it? Built up.
Yeah.
And I'd not done a shaker pocket like that before, where you layer up the card to create the gap, and then you put your piece of acetate there, front and back. Top tip. That was something new that I'd learned that I hadn't done before.
Seth Apter does that a lot, doesn't he, with his die cuts?
Yes.
Remember when we saw him at, he said he does.
Layers them up to add
about 4
dimension.
times.
A bit like Claire said you could cut with the foam, Child's Funky Foam, and then layer up and put the card on the top to give depth. That was another Karen Moss one. That was a lovely class. That was Fernwood with the vellum. That's the lovely vellum. I just love the Crop in the Country classes. And that was Karen's other one. I got quite a few done, actually. That was Karen's other
You did.
class.
You got a lot more done than I did.
So that was lovely. That was a die cut stamp with some Vicki Boutin watercolours, the lovely VB watercolours, and that was the Fernwood collection as well. So I haven't got that many done. Then this was I'm doing a bit of show and tell, Deb, because I finished my notes.
No, that's fine. I'm just trying to stamp this toadstool. It's not coming out as dark as I wanted.
That one was a class with Denise Holmes from a lovely design team member. And she did that class. I've still got a few of Denise's to finish. I didn't get as far as I'd like. And then that one was a Simple Stories paper. I think that was a class by, that was by Karen, that one, because that was the same collection as the other. So I've still got loads to do. I've still got about 8 layouts to do, I think, from all my
I've
kit.
got loads of mine to do, and there's loads of stuff left over.
Oh, Rachel, your little one's poorly. I think there's a few bugs going around at the minute. Yeah, Claire, I didn't finish. We had the Twilight shop there, so our excuse is we were multitasking.
We were quite busy, weren't we, to be fair?
We were trying to do all the shop stuff, and we were doing the classes as well. But the beauty is you can take the kits home and do those. And then we took them to the Twilight crop, didn't we? And I think, did we get one layout done, maybe?
I didn't even get one done because I left everything at home.
Oh, Debbie was doing classes going, oh, I've left that. I've left the ephemera. I've left the...
But at least I bought all the important stuff. We had the keys to get in the building. We had all the stuff we needed.
We did. So that's the ones I've been doing lately. And then this one, Debbie, this is your lovely kit.
I really loved making that one.
I don't think we've put that on the website yet, have we?
No, that's on my list.
We will upload the kits because we had the crop on Saturday. We've got a few of these kits left. So we will get those uploaded. And it comes with Debbie's lovely little word cut file. So that is going to go up on the website because I enjoyed that. You made that into a kit for us, which was lovely. Yes. Yes, Melanie, it was all the shoppers. It was too many treats, but we do aim to please.
Oh, it was so nice to put faces to names, wasn't it? It was really nice. We met some more people again.
And also, not only was it the shopping and the scrapping, but we did an awful lot of chatting and eating cake, which is amazing. Right, well, we have overrun with all our chatting and crafting. I've got the signs of sniffles, which thinks there's a cold on the way, which is not
I've cut out 2 toadstools, so I've got 2 yes.
Brilliant. Oh, Rachel, I hope your little one's okay. Bless him.
It's horrible,
there is a lot going around. Yeah, sickness bugs and all sorts.
Chicken pox is absolutely
love
and with us at the moment.
Soon. Oh. Well, so that was our whistle-stop tour of the Sweet Rush collection and the Polaroid Jennywren Cutfiles. So we'll get those up on the website in the next few days, along with the kit, the kit that we just showed. Oh, Rachel. Well, it's up on our YouTube channel, so you can pop over there. And if you subscribe, then you get alerts when we go live. But you can watch back and hope that little boy feels better soon. Not good. Oh, thanks for joining us, everyone. It's been lovely to chat with you all. And we'll see you same time next week.
See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.